Okay, quiet on set please. In record. Hello and welcome to part 2 of the Arri Amira diaries. This time I've decided to make a short feature on Ben Lettieri, a local martial arts legend. He does everything, he directs his own martial arts movies, a very talented guy, and what I'd like to do with this camera today is try to make a 2 or 3 minute VT of him in action, a nice talking head shot, and see how the camera operates in the field. I'm only going to use 2 lenses today, 2 prime lenses, a Carl Zeiss CP2 50mm and a Carl Zeiss CP2 15mm. A lot of the work today is going to be on the shoulder, so it'll be really interesting to see how I find the camera, if I find it too heavy, how I find the balancing. But so far I think it's not going to be an issue. The camera's so well designed. I'll show you 2 options now on camera. If you want to change the balance of the camera, first of all you can move the top handle and slide this. I'm just going to lock the tripod here. You can slide this backwards and forwards to alter the position of the viewfinder, which can of course move in and out further away from your face. The other thing you can do, which is fantastic, which I haven't seen on any other cameras I've used, is I can flick a switch here at the back of the camera, then I can slide the main body of the camera up and down, the main body of the camera up and down there actually on the shoulder pad. Sometimes I use a longer PL zoom lens, which obviously is very front heavy, so this is a great option then to put the zoom lens on and actually move the camera body further back on the shoulder pad, thus giving you a much better balance of the camera. It's a great feature which I haven't seen on any other camera before. So let's see what happens. We're going to do some behind the scenes shots here again by Dan Keeble with the aim of finding out more about the camera but also trying to produce a really nice little 2.5 to 3 minute VT for Ben. Let's see how we get on.
And just look up, look up.
Okay, so we've taken a break in filming now, and it just gives me time to say a couple of quick things to you about how I'm finding the camera so far. One of the great things about this camera is how accessible the menu system is. I don't actually have to take the camera off my shoulders. All I need to do is flick out the LCD screen on the viewfinder, press the menu button on top. Okay, say for example I want to change the shutter speed. I'm pressing shutter, there's the wheel. Let's go back to 1/100ths, back to what I'm filming. And now I can flick through every single option I'll need to change on this camera. Close it, I don't have to close it of course. I keep it shut, I'm back in record. It's a really fantastic device. Also, I've mentioned, I think, this is probably the best quality viewfinder I've ever seen. With the eye cut pressed closely to the eye, it's total blackness. It's very, 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 very clear. And shooting in HD, and I've no doubt at all about what's in focus and what's not in focus. And the other thing, of course, is the most important thing is balance. This camera I could probably hold just with, look, a little finger there. It's perfectly balanced. I've slid the shoulder pad, I've adjusted the eyepiece, and now I'm really in control of this camera. I'm pushing the eyepiece to my eyes, and now I feel very, very comfortable looking up, looking down, working on my knees. It's just a great, great camera to work with, and it's just a lot of fun to work with as well.
Yeah, it's when you're having a good session, you're training really hard. It's difficult to describe, but you feel on top of the world sometimes. So Mark, I've been on a lot of film sets and I've never seen this camera before. How was it?
Ben, it was fantastic, and thank you for your time today. It's good fun working with you. I mean, Ben and I have been working against the clock here at Dan. We sort of about 3 hours to film as much stuff as we can, but we filmed Ben, and we'll send you some raw footage, a lot of stuff in 200 frames a second. And it's great for, me as a cameraman to be able to literally just turn a dial and go from 25 frames up to 200 frames a second. It's just this, I find this camera so easy to use. It's great on the shoulder. The viewfinder is absolutely awesome.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, obviously on some cameras, I'm sure you know, you had to use external monitors to check the picture, but I really trust what I see through here. It's a really sharp, sharp image, yeah. And I just love using this camera. It's hard not to like it. It's just, it looks great. I think the sensor's great, the image is great.
Yeah, I'm jealous, really.
I'm sure we can work something out, but thanks again for your time today.
No problem. Yeah, I've got some lovely footage to take away from this, so I'm happy either way.
Brilliant. I hope you guys at Red Shark News enjoyed their report today, and I'm sure I'll have something else for you shortly.
The amazing thing about martial arts is the effect that it's had on all the other areas of my life. It's made me a much better person socially, and it's given me a lot of discipline to achieve things that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to achieve, for sure. A lot of the time I train alone, and when I come to train, it's that solitary space, that privacy, that chance to shut the world out and just be free to train. It's almost like a meditation to me. Some people go to church, I go to the gym. When you're having a good session, you're training really hard, it's difficult to describe, but you feel on top of the world sometimes. You just completely zone out. You get a sense of your power, what you can be, what you can achieve. It has an amazing effect on you while you're training, and not just while you're training, but after you're training. You're leaving the gym, and instead you're leaving a different person. You're thinking, what do I want to be in life? What am I going to achieve today? And that is an amazing thing and a powerful thing. True martial arts is becoming a better person, disciplining yourself, developing your physical strength, and also developing your inner and mental strength, and giving a balance to your life. And then now you're able to go out and help people. That, for me, is true martial arts.